Hello everyone, welcome. I am Umbras, and today we are back in Gran Turismo 2. I do hope you're well. We're gonna be getting just a little bit more muns, so that way we can get some German cars to complete the last of the National Cup races. So let's go over here, back to the Pure Sports Car Cup at Tramon. Let's get another Tuscan to sell and increase our funds, and then we'll be ready to go. Ciao, amico mio. Hey, how you doing? Welcome, Mr. Midnight. I hope all is well with you. Hopefully you got back safely from the trip and everything. You're back home and all that good stuff. I think you're back home. I think you mentioned yesterday you were back home, or you were coming home soon. Oh my word, okay. Game is still just a little bit loud. There we go, that's a little bit better. Just gotta get it exactly right. That's the time for hello my friend. Ah, okay. Yeah, unfortunately I did not speak the gosh, it's still loud. There we go. I did not I only speak the English because I'm silly. I'm a silly bean. But hello to you too. We beat Paper Mario 64 last night. We finally beat Bowser. I'm still a little bit tired today as well. Like, I was not expecting Bowser's Castle to be that long of a dungeon. I forgot how long of a dungeon it was. Like, I knew it'd be a little bit longer than like the other dungeons, but like I wasn't expecting it to be 3 hours at the ME portal. Hey, nice. You beat the by invitation only races. Good stuff, man. The ME412 is really nice. I still prefer the McLaren F1 just because it's a bit smaller, so it does better in traffic and everything. But the ME412 is a really good vehicle too. Sold the Cien. Got the okay, so you're in the ME412. That's still a good car. Like most of the exotics in the game, with the exception of like 2 of them, are good enough that you can beat the game with. Like it's once you get an A-class car, like if you're decent enough, it really doesn't matter what you get. But yeah, no, Paper Mario is a really good game. I absolutely love it. Next week we're gonna be taking just a little bit of a break from the RPGs. It'll be an off day for me Wednesday just to kind of relax. But then after that we're gonna be playing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. I have to get that all running. And Zone is really, yeah, at that speed or on bikes, Zone becomes really useful as well. I think the Zone really starts becoming useful around like Class B. But then like in Class A, it's like really useful. Which is good because at Class A, the only things you're using at Class A are exotics and split bikes. So, you know, it's one of those. Well, it better be useful because that's the only option you have. I'm still cussing too much. Again, maybe with the exception of bikes. Like bikes. Well, again, I guess the slowest sport bike is Class B. But like bike zone is still super useful even in the lower tier bikes. But the higher tier bikes, especially, it's really useful. But my word, then exotics as well. I guess once you get a fully upgraded B class car, like it's pretty useful there as well. Welcome Godzilla Gamer. Hope you're well. Right now we've gotten a little bit of extra funds to begin getting some German cars. That way we can take on the German races, the German National Cups, as those require German cars. Gonna buy the game. Ooh, the big SUV, the totally not a Porsche Macan, or a Porsche Cayenne? Yeah, Porsche Cayenne. Macan's the smaller one that didn't come out yet. It looks, honestly though, the Gambala GT750 looks really, really good. Like, maybe a bit biased because I kind of like my Porsches in general. But like, the Gambala looks really, really nice in the body kit with the big rims and everything. Excuse me, what the fuck? Okay, that's annoying. Why do we not have... Oh my word. Okay, okay. That makes things annoying for us. It deleted... That's fine. We can make this work. We can make this work. It definitely messes the balancing. Although the Ram can still mostly compete with it just because the Ram is pretty... The Ram punches above its weight. The Ram actually punches above its weight pretty well. Oh my word. Okay. This is... That's fine. We'll just make sure we get this done. I could have sworn. I could have sworn that we didn't, that we managed to do it, but I guess not. That's fine. Let's get a Corvette. Get the American ones done. We know what we need to do now, so we're not going to be struggling as much. Alright, let's go to the events. Yes! Corvette race. Then let's get the final American race done. But holy moly, that makes things tough. We'll just have to rework a couple of things. It's no big deal. Besides, I get to drive the Corvette again, which I absolutely love. I love the Corvette in this game. Because it's the C4 that's the latest generation. To get to see all the cool, you know, high performance variations of the C4 vet here. As well as some different variations of the C3 vet too, which is all really, really nice. Not a whole lot of C2 or C1 vets, so it's basically just a C3 and C4 generation. Oh, I gotta get back into the slipstream. The big block C3 vet there is absolutely flying. We're faster. We're fast. We got this. We'll just need to kind of get back some of our data and everything. Oh man. Welcome for Chubby GT. Hope you're well. We've lost just a little bit of progress since last time, but we're still kicking. We kind of know the rough pathway to progression, so we can still fight a little bit. What a big cleaning house. Uh-oh, are you doing some housework today? How's that been? I know I needed to do a little bit of housework as well. I've been cleaning up a couple of things past couple months, just getting things tidied up, things I kind of neglected here and there. Bunch of little projects, little handiwork projects. So that's been kind of on my agenda for a little bit, but it has been nice and relaxing getting that all done. like a couple weeks ago, I got the bathrooms all completely like fully scrubbed down, everything clean, walls clean, floor cleaned, tubs clean, like all of that. And oh my gosh, you never realize just how like dirty things get, even when you do like keep up with like the regular general cleaning and sweeping and everything. But when you try to do like the deep cleans, then it gets like, you realize, oh man, a lot of dirt and everything builds up. And you just, oh, that's why you gotta stay on top of that stuff. You gotta stay on top of that stuff because otherwise it gets, oh my gosh, it gets tough. It gets tough. Let's make sure we save, and let's make sure we actually like save. Because for some reason the game decided to be silly. Look at all the SUV races. Nice in the Gambala. That sounds good too. The only downside is it has no customization, which is a little bit disappointing. But I mean, you can't be too disappointed because you already have basically a fully tuned SUV right from the factory. But it's still rough because you're like, oh, but I wanted to do cool stuff with it. But no. You don't. No. You can't upgrade the Viper. Never mind. I was wrong. Ignore me. You can upgrade a concept Dodge Viper and Dodge Charger in Midnight Club 3. But you can't upgrade an SUV or an AMG car because they've already been quote-unquote fully tuned by the factory. As if you can't get more power out of those engines. Moving all the dust in the house. Ah, yeah, the big end of winter dusting because you're south. You're southern equator, so it's getting to the end of winter, beginning of spring for you, isn't it? Because it's getting close to it's getting close to fall for us here. Just a little bit over a month, and it'll be, you know, it'll be the fall starting again, back to school and everything. Oh my word! Okay, I gotta catch first place. First place in these events is a little bit tricky. Just a little bit tough, so I gotta make sure I really push. House is sold. So the ventilation may not always be as great, and you gotta really make sure you get all the dust and everything as well. Yeah, I know that feeling. I was helping clean out my granddad's place, not too far back, and it was older place built in the 70s, I think. So it was, you know, it was a little bit, you know, kind of showed its age as well. It's a nice place though, nice location. It was always absolutely fun visiting there and everything. I love Laguna Seca. It's so much fun to drive, even the old Gran Turismos. The fact that this, of all the tracks, this was the first of like the licensed tracks in a Gran Turismo game is super cool as well. Which is why I'm hoping like it stays in Gran Turismo. Because one, it's a great racetrack. IRL, in all the sims and everything. It just, you know, it's a lot of mid-speed corners. It really challenges you with the elevation change. You have the corkscrew. But also, you know, it's just good for sports car racing. Add on the fact that IndyCar races here as well, and you can get some good open wheel racing if you kind of make it a bit creative. Which in Gran Turismo 4 it was, because it was basically the Formula GT schedule there was basically a combination of F1 and IndyCar tracks. Midnight Club 3. It's such a good game. Like, so much love was put into that. And it's cool, like, once you visit some of the cities and everything, even if some things have changed, you can kind of be like, hey, I recognize that landmark. Or, hey, I know what that is. Or, hey, it's that place. Which is always super cool. Like Rockstar always puts a lot of detail into the games, which is good. Yeah, punting with that was really good because then the people at Dub kind of knew like what vehicles would be like, you know, the hot customizable vehicles and everything. And for the most part, they were pretty on the money of, yeah, this is gonna be a vehicle that's gonna be, you know, iconic for years to come. And most of the time they were right. A couple times they were a little bit off, but like they did a really good job with the vehicle selection, I think. You know, you got the Murcielago as well as, like, you know, one of the main kind of exotic cars, and that thing, the Murcielago is just iconic. You know, it is just so good. All right, so 246 and 295. All right, so let's see what French cars we can get that'll enter a one-make race. Because we might be able to do something a little bit different here and get a little bit of extra progression for our bang for our buck. There we go. Got a 106 challenge. Want to own a copy of every version of the game. Holy moly! Alright, so it's 120 horsepower. Is this also 120 horsepower? That's 102 horsepower. Oh gosh. So the Peugeot 106 can do a one-make race, but that's just too much horsepower, or too little horsepower for what we want. Now I've got the Saxo, and the Saxo, I think the Saxo is the same as the 106. Yeah, 120. So you need the PS2 standard, the Xbox standard, Xbox remix, and then both the PSP version. Holy cow. That's a lot. That is a lot. Oh my word. I mean, we could do it with the Saxo. It'd be tough, but we could probably do it with the Saxo. Yeah, let's buy the Saxo. Let's make it a little bit different. This copy's like $40. I mean, it's probably like one of the more iconic, you know, PSP games. So I imagine like that one gets, you know, a big boost in the pricing and everything. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do with this. We might be able to save a little bit of money. We might be able to save a little bit of money, actually, if we go with the Saxo and upgrade it up. The PSP version is the best selling version. Yeah, but if it was also kind of like one of like the definitive PSP games, that's gonna bump up the price as well. Like for example, with the Pokemon games being some of the definitive Nintendo DS games, you have some like Heart Gold and Soul Silver that are like selling for double or triple what they initially sold for. You know, you have Heart Gold and Soul Silver being sold. I think last time I saw them in the store, they were like $120. Which is absolutely mind-blowing, the price. So I can send the West version of it. Yeah, but it was still like one of the better PSP games, and like people would still you know, pay big dollars for it. Uh-oh. JDM Rises scripted from August 18th. Ooh, interesting. I'm about to check that out. Granted, I'm not really in the market for like buying a whole bunch of games right now, but if any other things change financially, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. Also, I don't recognize this track. Oh, yeah, sailing Sailing the seven seas. Yes. That too. That is a different way to get it. As there are, I mean, for most games, you can find ISO files and everything. Game is super expensive pirate. Yeah. I don't know. I still try to, like, if I can buy it legitimately, I do try to buy games legitimately, even if they are like on the used market and everything. Mostly because, again, I like the people at the local retro game store. They're just because they're usually super knowledgeable, and they also literally help fix my PlayStation 2. So, you know. But like, if it's like regional things or things that I literally cannot find for the life of me, then I do sell the 7 Cs there, because at that point it's like I have searched legitimate options and I cannot find it. So at that rate, you know, it's money that either local stores or the developer would never get from me anyway. JDM Jeff. Yeah, there'll be some. You have some games like that where they're just in early access or development stage for a really long time, and sometimes they end up becoming just vaporware. Look at Star Citizen. That game's been in development for what, a decade at this point, and people are like, "Oh, it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna have all these features. It's gonna have all this." And you look at it and you're going, bro, they barely released Head and Shoulders of a demo yet. I just gotta get more faith, man. Come on, where's your goddamn faith? Gotta go to Tahiti. Like, bruh, don't get me wrong, I like supporting smaller developers and everything, but they also gotta have, you know, a product to support. I'm not just gonna blindly support on vibes alone. I wanna see at least a little bit of a product there. Oh boy. Oh, this is a close battle. Ow, can you not dive? Oh, that's bad. They're gonna compromise my line. Ah, I thought I could do the cutback. Fuck. Really, game? The AI doing their best freaking Ayrton Senna impression. Another thing Midnight Club 3 has going for it is that some songs. Interesting. I'll take a look at the soundtrack then, see what was missing. I might be missing out on some good music then, because most of the songs, minus some of the electro songs, in Midnight Club 3 were absolute bangers. I hear that Flat Out 1, 2, and Ultimate Carnage upgraded on Steam. Yeah, they have mod support. They revived the online servers, and they're available. You can play them on. They're Steam Deck verified now, so you can play them on the go, which honestly makes sense. Especially Flat Out 1. You could play Flat Out 1 on a toaster. Rather than techno the DMB. Okay, I like DMB though, so maybe. I like my drum and bass. Techno is kind of iffy, but drum and bass, yes. At least with regards to what's on console Midnight Club 3. Oh, come on, you little hatchback. You can do this. You can do this, buddy. The Sweet Flat against the Steam Workshop. So they'll have mods, hopefully. Which will be interesting to see. I may, depending on what all gets released for mods for them, I may dive back in. Or I might dive back in anyway and do like some self-imposed challenges. I kind of like doing the Pepper challenge in in flat out one. I'll have to see what other kind of challenges I can do with that, like, you know, with it as a self-imposed challenge. As though those allow me to have a little bit of extra fun, a little bit of an extra challenge in games that I've played through so many times before. It'll be a fun experience. Oh, come on. Oh, they're still all right behind me. Alright, down a gear. Get it rotated through the corners. Back again to the left. Oh my word. Okay, they are really close. We got one more corner and then a long straight. So if they are too close, if they are in the suck, we're gonna have to kind of defend. We're gonna have to kind of weave to break the draft. Oh, okay. They're drafting alongside. Okay, we're pulling ahead. We got a little bit of a better run out of the corner. Oh my word. PSP exclusive songs. You got The Things You Do to Me. Ooh, another Calyx song. Alright, nice. I'd vibe with that. I like Calyx. Alright. Let's upgrade this thing to race spec, and then let's see what we can do in terms of performance. Let's see what we can do here. Alright. Special. Paradrenosites? Weren't Tom and Roland? Okay, this might be... this might be me misremembering, but weren't Dom and Roland in Midnight Club 2 as musical stuff? I could have sworn they were, but I may very well be wrong. There we go, get that racing modification. Now we got a super lightweight car. I think they're the composers of the... Right, okay, so the very first Midnight Club Street Racing. Okay. So I'm like, I've heard their names before in relation to Midnight Club. So that is cool. Ooh. To get a remix of Renegade Snares. Okay, I gotta listen to that one then. If you could put that one in the Discord, I want to listen to that one after the stream. Cause I liked the original Renegade Snares in the Midnight Club 3. And Tobacco Ties by the Martian. I'm not as big of a fan of the Martian, but the rest are pretty good. The rest seem really nice. Oh my gosh. Alright, come on, we need to go a little bit faster. I'm trying to remember, do the cars in the Gran, the one make races, I could have sworn that they were at the same level of performance as you. But I may very well be wrong here. Renegade Snare song is in GTA Liberty City Stories on... Is it really? The remix version? Dang, it's a shame I can't play the music on stream. Because then I'd be listening to that station then. In the game. But if that's true, that is freaking awesome. And I guess it makes sense, you know, Rockstar do sometimes reuse music from one game to another. Especially if it's in a different, like, a different franchise that they own. EA does that too. For example, you can listen to in Mass Effect 2, the club music in Afterlife is the menu music, one of the menu songs from Need for Speed 2, I believe. And then in the party, in the Citadel DLC, they play a lot of the Junkie XL music from Need for Speed Pro Streets. Which is really cool. So you're literally like talking to your favorite squad mates, you know, in 2180 something, and you're hearing Junkie XL in the background. Then again, they've also used Blinded in Chains. Not Blinded in Chains. Hand of Blood. In both Need for Speed Most Wanted and then Burnout Revenge. So, EA also does a lot of the, you know, reusing the licensing for songs. But they make sure it fits. Like, none of the songs have lyrics. Like, they use all, like, only the remix songs without the lyrics in the Mass Effect games. And then, you know, with the aggression of both Need for Speed Most Wanted and Burnout Revenge, like, it makes sense to have Hand of Blood in both because, you know, it's a high-paced, you know, close combat racing and everything. Just one, you're smashing up the cops, and then the other, you're, you know, smashing up rival racers. Dang, I can't keep up with these guys. Like, they got just so much. Like, I'm carrying more speed through the corners. I've got the better lines. They are just absolutely. Now, okay, I have to do some upgrades. I have to do some upgrades anyway if I'm gonna use this in the French Cup. But damn, absolutely brutal. Dang, Frenchies are a little bit quick, a little bit speedy. All right, let's get muffler. Yep, a little bit of upgrades. I want to get to around 220 horsepower. I think is a solid amount of power. This is probably still going to be cheaper than buying the whatchamacallit, buying the bi-turbo. It's naturally aspirated only. No turbo kits in this thing. Oh boy, so only NA tune-up. Oh gosh, okay, so that's gonna be... Alright, so NA tune-up stage 2 gets us pretty close. Alright, and let's see what last little bit of upgrades you can get here, just to get it just a little bit closer. Probably the port and polish. Yeah, that'll do it. There's one Rockstar that was removed in Minute Club LA, but it was restored in GTA episodes from Liberty. Ooh! Alright, what song was that? I love my rock music, so I'm definitely down to hear that. It's always interesting hearing like the different cut content and everything. Let's see. Can we beat the little Citroen Saxos now? Oh, it's at Rome Circuit as well. The French invasion of Italy. Like there's a cut sound. Ooh. I may get that for personal use then, for playing in my free time. Because one, I've been wanting to replay some of the Minute Club games, but I haven't had the time or stream to do so. And two, I love the Midnight Club soundtrack. Like even Midnight Club 1, like the soundtrack was pretty nice. I enjoyed it, but I also like my kind of techno and trance and everything. Midnight Club 2's soundtrack was super great as well. It was Kill Memory crashed by how long was? Okay, gotta remember that. I gotta remember that. Oh yeah, this should be good enough for the French events. It also has all the songs from the PSP version and the... Ooh. Alright. I gotta find that then, and I may... Is it its own separate ISO file? Or is it like an actual like mod that you do for the you actually install into the game? Because I know for some of like the ROM hacks and everything and mods for like PlayStation 2 games, it's its own separate file. Oh, you patched ISO. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to look into that then. Gosh, this soundtrack in the Midnight Club games is such a banger though. Like, there's very few songs that I'm not particularly fond of. And it's more so, it's just... It also reduces the game's... Ooh. You get more content with less data. So they probably did a couple of patches, some better compression, and some better data management there. Nice. Very nice. Alright, yeah, this should be perfect for the yeah, this should be perfect for the French Cup. The speed of this car, it's got decent high-speed handling. Brakes are a little bit shoddy, but it'll do the job well. It's basically just kind of a rally car slash touring car at this stage. Doesn't sound too bad for a PS1 era sounds either. Alright, one more corner. Let's make sure they don't do any desperate dive bombs on our inside. There we go. Alright, push. Let's see what we can do. Yes! Alright, French Cup, here we come. To race at Tahiti circuits. Hey, Jaden, welcome! I feel like an absolute chapter would have did an AMS too. Oh no, what did you do? More historic car shenanigans? Please tell me you didn't almost, you know, get wrapped around a tree in the Porsche 917. That thing is a little bit spicy. The long tail version anyway is a bit spicy. Let's go to the French Cup. Tahiti circuit, here we come. You see everyone else pulling up in moderately tuned sports cars and hot hatches, and then you see the freaking Citroen Saxo just to pull up, full on, you know, wide body kit, weight reduction conversion and everything, and everyone's like, oh, all right, well they're gonna be tryharding it. They're gonna be tryharding it a little bit, but hey, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, a bunch of front engine, front wheel drive cars. We got downforce. Everyone's front wheel drive here, it looks like. Instead of coming off the desk because the clamps got loose. Without pausing, you tighten up the clamps mid-race at losing time. It's like the drivers in endurance racing that adjust their seatbelts on like the super long straights, like the Mulsanne or the Camel straight at Spa. They're just like, you know what, let's adjust a couple of things here. Oh, I'm doing, 170, 180 miles an hour. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Just let's adjust it. Oh, speed. Speed. Alright, nice and easy. Onto the brakes, down a couple gears. In the sharper turn of Tahiti circuit. How would you rank the Midnight Club games? That is tough. That is very tough, because objectively, in terms of overall game content polish, I would rank 2 over 1. But in terms of like how enjoyable they are to replay, I like 1 more than 2. Just because 2 is just so hair-pullingly frustrating, and even though it's it's polished and everything, it feels kind of cheap. 1 feels cheap as well, but it's more so just kind of due to the jank that you just gotta navigate. Whereas 2 feels like the AI is just actively cheating, and you're just, trying to, until you basically memorize everything. So it's hard. I still rank 3 Remix as the best. Probably closely followed by LA. I'm going only console only at this point. And then it's a toss-up between 2 and 1 that gets the 3rd place spot. I love the simplicity of 1. I love the it's a little bit more down to earth because you don't have like the crazy fast nitrous acceleration. I'd include LA Remix. That one's a tough one as well. For a handheld game, it's really good, but it repeats content so much, especially in the Tokyo Challenge. So that one's, it's tough. Each of them has kind of their own thing that makes it like, I like this game, but here's a pretty major flaw with it. Oh, because the wheel was actually crushed it off the desk, about to fall off. Oh gosh. So you basically just have to multitask while manual shifting. Jeez. GG though, nice job. I don't know, I'd probably put it, in terms of overall polish and overall quality of the game, I would probably go 3 LA, 2 LA Remix, and then 1. But in terms of how fun they are to play and to go back through, it would probably be 3 LA, 1 LA Remix, and then 2. 2 just becomes 2 is just too frustrating. And I know, yeah, a little bit is skill issue and everything, but it's tough. Like honestly, you could have a case for either one of those 3 being like, being the 3rd best in the franchise. But then you could very easily argue that they're the weakest in the franchise as well. You're gonna come close to winning though. Finish 17th. Hey, but you made up some good positions though. Honestly, the thing you need to do as well, if you have like a set schedule and like a set time where you're free, which may or may not be difficult depending on how like military life and Navy life is with you. But I highly recommend seeing if you can't join like a league, because honestly, that joining a league is how I kind of really began improving my skills in sim racing with Assetto Corsa Competizione. Because I got to watch the faster people, I got to race with them, actual humans instead of AI. So I got to see, you know, what they're likely to do, see some of the tricks they do as well, instead of just them being faster. Like joining a league would be is really fun. Plus, also you get some good, usually you get some good clean racing. It's nice. I do recommend it. But obviously you gotta find one that kind of works with your schedule and everything. But it depends on the day if I prefer to or LA. Yeah, like honestly, you can make an argument for any one of those three being the third best. It's kind of a toss up. Let's be real. I'm joining a league right now because there some days have to stay for the boats. Ah, yeah, that makes things difficult. And I imagine they probably won't let you take your computer and everything down under the water and all that stuff. And just sim racing on a submarine. You know, just connect it to the zipper, the secure internal network, and just then connect to AMS servers or what have you. I'm sure the Navy won't absolutely hate that. I think I like to a little bit more, but LA's a lot more stuff to do. Plus, I like LA's better variety of vehicles. Like, 2 focus more so on like tuners and exotics a lot, whereas LA had like a good variety of everything. Driving the Solar Classic, the Copo Classics, the Puma, the Chevette, the Mini Cooper, based. Yeah, no, like the slower cars are basically, you know, like the best way to kind of really polish your skills, because you're racing super close without a whole bunch of dirty air and everything. You get to really, you know, plan and focus and be deliberate with your moves instead of reacting like in a high downforce super twitchy F1 car. Most of the tuners, only a couple non-tuners and then like what to do. I got a solid amount, more so in Paris than anything else, because you got the Elise, you got the, you know, the Moto Prego, which is the Porsche, you got the Stat, which is the Clio V6, which I consider that closer to an exotic than a tuner. Need for Speed Carbon can bite me on that one. You know, you have the Dice's Viper, which is, I consider kind of exotic-ish. Kind of a blend the line between exotic and muscle cars. Like there's, you know, there's some. There's some, you know, there's a decent amount of non-tuners, but most of the rest fall under the purview of kind of exotic, or at the very least, you know, like more sporty cars. Speaking of tuners, it has the SR listed as an exotic. Yeah, I think the B class should have been when the exotic started. Like the B class cars really are more so exotics than tuners. You got your Lotus Esprit. You got your, you know, your Dodge Charger, your Corvette, which is, you know, it's upper tier sports car. You know, you have the concept Dodge Charger. Like, most of those fall under the purviews of like exotic, or at least, you know, again, sporty high-end sports car. I am under the belief that it should have been, especially because like the car you get for beating all the tuners events is the Skyline, whereas in most other cases the car you get is at the very least the top tier of, like, the top tier of car that class exists in. Driving slow cars fast is the best way to enjoy AMS too. Yes. That's why honestly I enjoy driving in ACC. My favorite 2 classes are the GT4s, which are basically, yeah, they're the modern sports cars and everything. But they're only around 400 horsepower, minimal downforce, and they're very momentum based. And then you got the M2 touring cars, which are, you know, 300-ish some horsepower, and absolutely no downforce whatsoever. And both of those produce really, really good racing. If you ever do get into a set of course competizione, like, those are the two classes I recommend, because I think, even if they are more modern cars, I think you'll really enjoy those types, like, racing those types of vehicles. I mean, it's for GT4, complete opposites. The M4 and the Cayman GT4. Nice. I mean the Mercedes AMG GT4 as my go-to car. Just looking at the old MC flag, 5.6%. Yes! It's good to preserve, from a historical context. It is good to have, you know, to preserve the different games and everything. And also, like, the different details about the games and the media surrounding the games as well. Because then you get the historical context, you get to see why people were kind of hyped and everything. You get to see basically what people saw leading up to the release of the game as well, which is super cool. Oh boy. Come on. That's fine. If you pass me, that's alright, because I can get the suck off the next corner. There we go. Get the side draft going. Down on the inside. Oh my gosh, really? Whose idea was to do a super speeder race in Alfa Romeos? Oh my gosh. Bruh. What is that? That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. The game just does not care. It is like, yeah, you're driving these slow these slow sedans on a freaking high-speed oval. I don't care. 0.017 seconds between me and second place. Top 3 separated by less than a tenth. Are you kidding me, game? Oh my word. Oh my word, they're being silly. They're being absolutely silly. They be getting extra silly, little bit quirky. The game does get a little bit quirky at night. I don't want tires. I don't want tires. Others. Give me that weight reduction. After this, we're gonna need to get another Tuscan to bolster our funds. Gosh, everything's so expensive in this game. Everything is so expensive. Yeah, let's keep it red. I like the alpha red. It just looks good. It looks really, really good. Alright, here we go. In the manual transmission. Alright, we're racing now a game. It's a randomized course, so it could be literally anywhere. It could be the tightest technical course ever. It could be a literal super speedway. Oh! Rome Circuit. That actually... So we're gonna have literally 3 Rome Circuit races in a row. I'm down for that. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, it's so cool seeing all the racing modifications of all the cars, though. That's one thing I miss about the old Gran Turismo games, is seeing and being able to do that with the vehicle, turning it into a fully fledged racing car. As you get to see, you know, the kind of the inspiration and everything that they took, or even some of them are based off of like actual IRL, like touring cars and racing cars and everything, which is really awesome. Oh my word, come on. Oh, please. Oh my word. There's so many of them in the same color as well. There's so many colors you had an option for this vehicle, and 3 of them are just the black with the white stripes. No white with red stripes or white with the orange stripes. There's just 3 of them with the black with the white stripes. There we go. Alright, up into second place. First place, we got a little bit of a better run through this corner than them. They may have a bit of a power advantage to us, though. Ooh, just grazed me a little bit. Give me a little bit of a sniff. Wish me to look up to it at pedestrian bowling mode. Honestly, that'd be kind of fun, is to have like Midnight, like a ROM hack or a mod of like Midnight Club. Because especially Midnight Club 2, you have the PC version, but there hasn't been a whole lot of mods made for the PC version, which is a shame because it'd be cool to see what you can do with that. You know, whole new career modes, whole new races for the you know, for the different characters and everything. Particular manslaughter runs very deep in my foot. Bruh. Oh my gosh, these guys are fast. Ah, the red one's literally just gonna block my line the entire time. They're gonna be offline, parking on the apex. You're ruining both of our races, you fuck. Come on. Just my car, ain't nothing to it. Gangster rap made me do it. Ah, I see we referencing the, one of the songs from Midnight Club LA. Yes, I just did an Ayrton Senna at Suzuka. Look, I started on the dirty line. I'm gonna throw a temper tantrum and wreck my teammate. There we go. Holy moly. Holy moly. That was tough. There we go, a little bit more muns. After this, we're gonna have to get probably 2. We may as well get 2 of the Tuscans. Because, oh my word, there has been... we are very low on funds. Alright. Let's see. Italian races now. We should be able to do it. We should be able to do it in the Alfa Romeo with the racing mods. Let's go to the Gran Turismo League. Thankfully, we just barely make the lower end of the horsepower limit for the first one. Like, this is basically, hey buddy, silly. just take the Alfa Romeo and do this. Like, there isn't a whole lot of other cars that allow you to do both events easily enough, with the exception of, like, the race-tuned Alfa Romeo. Gosh, this is gonna be a curb stomp. We got little Fiats, little couple of Lancias, and then 2 Alfa Romeos at the front as well. But we have the lighter weight racing version of the Alfa Romeo 156 with the V6 engine in it, just under 197 horsepower. On Rome short. Oh, I could brake much later. I could brake so much later. On the bright side, this race would be quick. We can get some more funds and then go to the next one. Down a gear into 3rd. Oh. Oh yeah, they're way back there. No issue whatsoever. No issues whatsoever. 2nd lap. Just a little bit of curb there, not too much. I don't roll the car. Car is a little bit stiffly sprung in the racing version. Alright, we're gonna brake at 25 meters. This 25 meters is actually closer to 70 meters, 75 meters in this short version because the signs stay the same. I think the signs stay the same. I might be wrong. But it seems way too long for 25 meters before the end of the end of the turn. But I might be wrong there. All right, one more turn here. There we go. Get us some extra muns. Get us a little bit closer to completion of the national events. That is our big goal today. We're gonna fill our garage with all kinds of cool vehicles. Maybe a couple of them with some racing modifications when we can get the chance to do so. Nice. There we go. Gosh, they give us no money though. These events, they give us nothing. They give us pennies. They're like, ooh, you bought a car specifically for this event? Alright, here's $1. Don't spend it all in one place. Don't spend it all in one place, buddy. Like, damn. Alright. Absolutely nothing else. Just, hey, here you go. Here's $1. The least they could do is give us some, like, another car or something just to, you know, continue the career mode. But I guess not. I guess not. Only the first level of them did it apparently. And it was a one-time thing. Oh boy. Come on. Yeah, they have a little bit more power than me. But we do have the downforce, we do have the grip. And we are a little bit lighter than a lot of these drivers, a lot of these cars. So in the corners, we should be good, especially in the high speed corners, as well as on the brakes. We should be able to outmaneuver most of them. Granted, Rome Circuit is a power track with many long straights and a lot of very, very heavy braking zones into low speed corners. It is very much a power dependent track, but we're not down on power all that much. And the weight reduction will help us a little bit in the few higher speed sections, as we can take these corners a lot better than the other drivers. You see the Lancia Delta Integrale just there to the left, absolutely running wide every single corner. Alright, we gotta get back up with it with the Fiat Coupe Turbo Plus. Inline 5 turbocharged monster of an engine. Fairly lightweight car too. Absolutely beautiful IRL. I really like the look of the Coupe Turbo. Really? Bruh. The AI just sends it up the inside in their most heavy braking zones. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, we have a chance. We got a high-speed corner complex coming up, and we can outmaneuver the Fiat through there, push them wider as well. Oh, they got an inside line, but we can cut back on them. We can carry more speed on the curbs. Run an inside line here, push them offline, lean on them just a little bit. They're gonna have a run on us down the straight though. Make sure they don't get into the suck. Oh, it's a full pack of cars. Defensive line, don't let them dive us. Don't let the beep boobs dive us. Oh my word. Okay, they're all jumbling up with each other. This is our chance. Fiat got pushed back a little bit. Nice. Oh, so nice. Hey, Alpha 1-2, let's go. Suck on that, Fiat. Alfa Romeo 1-2. Oh my word. Yeah, we need funds. We need funds desperately. We need to get two of the Tuscans. Because holy moly, they are we're getting into the danger zone with regards to funds here, and I'm a little bit nervous about that. So let's go change back into a Daishin Sylvia, get to the Tuscans, and then we'll do the German car race because we haven't done that yet. Oh, look at that. A decent amount of vehicles here. Very nice collection of cars. Out of curiosity, is there anything... Got a mid-engine challenge race, got a four-wheel drive challenge, or a couple four-wheel drive challenge races. We don't really have any four-wheel drive cars, though. That's the thing as well. Whoa. That is a lot of 80s sports car cups. Okay. Didn't realize there was that many. I didn't realize there was that many. That is nice though. That is so nice. Getting so that we'll have to really kind of get a couple of vehicles from the 80s and see what we can do with them. That may require a couple of racing modifications as well with the sub 400 horsepower races. The Gambala is so good. Yeah, how is it doing in the SGV race? This is probably absolutely dominating. It sounds decent as well. Oh my gosh, the turbo. That turbocharging is real. Gosh, I love this Sylvia. This thing is so good. It's got grip for days. And it just... Okay, it's a little understeery. But otherwise, like, it does its job really well. Alright, nice and gentle. Oh gosh, that ain't gentle. That ain't gentle. Oh, whoa, okay. Wow. Alright, there we go. There we go. Yo, Adachi, welcome. We're currently getting some Tuscans to use to increase our racing funds to get some German cars to do some National League racing. And this Sylvia is a monster. Oh, I can't wait to race this since maybe some of the endurance races. That or that NSX has been sitting in a garage. It's been too powerful for most of the races we currently have available to us. But I want to eventually get to test that out as well because it's a beautiful. It's the LM. It's the NSX LM edition, so it's, you know, absolutely insane speed. Oh boy! All right, there we go. Cross the line. There we go. So in 3 minutes, you can get over $100,000. Plus 10 grand. So yeah, you can get $135,000, basically, or the equivalent, in 3 minutes. Oh, it's just so good. Alright, let's get another one. That way we have enough for a couple of German cars. Because I'm imagining some of them are going to be a bit on the pricey side. Like, I can't imagine because this one, it's a 390 horsepower range. So that one we're going to need some decent power. That one we're going to need some decent power for us. And I also want to try to get some German cars we can enter in the one-maker races too. That way we're not just racing them for 1 or 2 events and then leaving them. Come on. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. So what I want to do is I want to unlock the Nations Versus Cup championships, as I imagine those will give us some good vehicles too, and kind of allow us to continue more in the career mode. Right now we're kind of a little bit in the earlier grinding phase still. And we've got a decent selection of cars, so we're not really wanting for money. Like, it's easy to grind up money to get, you know, get a couple cars for a couple of different races and everything, to get that early progression. But it is still tough. Oh my gosh, just sheer amount of the turbo sound. Get the blow off out, get the turbo pressure. All right. Down the back straight. Oh, this thing is so good. I love the Sylvia. So nice. Little understeery though. Just a little bit. But it's got plenty of grip. And so much turbo pressure. Gosh. I wish there was more Japanese cars in motorsports currently, especially in the US. During the 80s and 90s of IMSA, you had, you know, Toyota, you had Mazda, you had Nissan, all with, you know, their crazy IMSA GTO cars and everything. You know, you had the rally cars with the Mitsubishis and the Imprezas. Japan isn't as involved in motorsport anymore, and it's kind of sad. Cause I loved, oh my gosh, the Japanese sports cars and everything of the 80s and 90s was so cool. The pain of rolling down a wind with the crank. Yeah, but yeah, on the bright side, you know, it's electronics that won't go bad. But it's you know, it's not gonna be, you know, electronics that do go bad. My dad's truck still has crank windows. It was one of the newest vehicles that still came with them. Zexo. Nah, this is the Daishin Sylvia. But welcome Zexo. Oh, sorry, welcome Petra. How you doing? The Sweet Heat arcade games was fun. So how different was it? I know you said it's basically you pay, and it's kind of like a race tournament. You don't really have like an open world. Like you don't really have an open world like you do in the regular Need for Speed Heat. But like, was the map, from what you can tell, kind of similar to the game actually? I like the Zexo Scott. Oh, the Zexo. Okay. Yes, that one's nice. Yeah, there was some beautiful JGTC cars. Zexal? What is Zexal? Oh, okay, so it does actually use the same Palm City map, but it's like, okay, it's just closed off. All right, so we got a Golf Cup and we got a Beetle Challenge. So let's see what we can do here. How much horsepower is the Golf 4 V6? 201. Oh, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh series. Oh, okay. Now I have a few cars like the Ford GT and Aventador. Interesting. Ooh, alright, I'm actually gonna get it in Cosmic Green. There's also a C7 vet on that one. So it's almost like then the demo version of the game. It's basically just the demo version of the game because they only give you a section of kind of like the mid-tier, upper mid-tier like exotic cars. Nope, I don't want the Beetle Challenge. I don't want the Beetle Challenge. I want the Golf Cup. Golf Cup, let's go! And this will be able to enter the 2 lower horsepower range races in the German Cup, I am pretty sure. And then we can get something spicy for the 390-ish horsepower range. A lot of fun with it, so many things Heat is okay at best. Now I wonder how the physics were as well. I imagine the physics don't really, like, if it was like the standard Heat physics, it doesn't really map as well to a wheel, but I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong. So I imagine they probably changed the physics a little bit for the arcade port. Watch it be better. Watch it be better and more down to earth physics than the freaking console versions. Everything happens by steering HUD. Oh gosh. So arcade games need to get away from break the drift. We had so many grippy, high-speed, high-intensity arcade games in the early 2000s that just then everything was like, oh yeah, break the drift. Everyone's copying it. It's so sloppy. It's a way to hide your game's physics engine instead of really showcase it. No, but I guess more so like the arcadey, drifty handling. Where the car is still kind of vaguely on rails, sliding through a corner. But I mean, I guess it's still slightly better than break the drift. Oh, they're gaining on us. The Golfs are gaining on us. Oh, come on. We got the snot green Golf here. I wouldn't say that felt nice with how those were. Okay. Well, at least it felt nice. I just miss when arcade games could be grippy and high speed. Still be unrealistic, but you know, like in terms of like extreme vehicle grip versus all of them kind of handling very similarly. Should not get arcade rest. I had to break the gosh. No, break the drift. Burn it with fire. And then salt the earth. Gosh. I guess that's why I like the Tokyo Shimmerzu game so much as well, is because that one, like with those, they was still, you know, a little bit more down to earth. You still needed to actually slow down for corners. You could drift, but you had to kind of force it. Having no drift button is very strange. I mean, if the cars are grippy enough, like, it could still be fun. But if it's... Oh my gosh, they gotta go run. I'm gonna close them off just a little bit. But I guess it depends. It really depends on the game. Holy cow, okay, that was... The Golfs there were quick. The Golfs there were very quick. Alright, German car race. The first one should be pretty easy because we're close to the horsepower limits. So let's go to the Gran Turismo League. German nationals. Yeah, all of them are in deep forest. Just different levels of performance in deep forest. It's a shame. I wish they kind of mixed it up a little bit. It's not like those other races where you couldn't, you know, like you could easily do the German cars at Grindelwald. You know, you could easily throw midfield raceway in with the British cars. You know, you can throw high speed ring in with the American cars. But nope, only really one. I guess midfield is with the Japanese cars, but still, like, bruh. There's a decent amount of tracks in this game. Don't just limit yourself, Polyphony. Oh gosh, the Beetle. The Beetle's pulling away. What do you think about the VW Scirocco? Which one? Cause that'll change my answer. I like the old Scirocco's, the ones from the 70s and 80s. Those ones are really cool. You don't see many of them in the United States anymore. But they are really, really cool. You kind of saw an evolution of the Scirocco with the Corrado VR6, which is an absolute gem of a tuner from the 90s that really doesn't get the love it deserves. And then the modern Scirocco, it's an interesting car. I wish I had so in the States, but you know the US doesn't really like its three-door hot hatches as much. And I think it would mainly compete directly with the Golf instead of being its own kind of, you know, sporty three-door car versus the Golf's sporty five-door vehicle. Which is a shame. It's an interesting vehicle. I kind of like it. I remember I did a league race a while back in regular set, of course. We were in Scirocco race cars, the old ones. And those were only making about like 110 horsepower. But the racing was super good in those because it was front-wheel drive on a lot of technical tracks. A lot of technical European tracks like the you know, like your Donington Parks, your Mondello Parks, your Missanos, your Valencias, you know, all kinds of really short, kind of touring car-esque tracks. Yeah, the MCLA had the old Scirocco, which is beautiful. It's a bit disappointing though that you had a choice of either a Nissan or two Volkswagens. I wish they swapped one for like a different starter car, just to give you a little bit more variety. Because it's kind of hard to differentiate between the Scirocco and the Golf. Like, yeah, the Golf is a little bit better handling, and the Scirocco is a little bit better at top speed. But like, someone just starting a game, you're like, oh wow, well these two are both kind of similar. I'm gonna go with the one vehicle that stands out then. I'm gonna go with the S14. Which is probably why so many people went with the S14. It's still a cool car to have though in the game, and I absolutely love it. I love driving it. Wish there was more body modifications that didn't turn it into like, make it kind of ugly. But yeah. Yeah, maybe an American-made sport compact as a replacement. Like maybe, I don't know, there wasn't too many D-class cars. I guess maybe they could have done like a beat-up Impala. A beat-up Impala, as that one is a D-class. Big players finished. Hey, you get the Mercedes G-Wagon. Nice. I mean, yeah, the S14 is the better starter car because it is the rear-wheel drive. It's got the really, really good handling. It's got solid acceleration. But like, I definitely wish there was more reason to pick either of the Volkswagens. The Golf is kind of terrible in Midnight Club LA. I'm gonna sum it. I mean, it's kind of useless. It's a cool vehicle. In IRL, I wouldn't mind having one. But yeah, it's, you know, it needs a bit more. It needs a bit more oomph to make it useful. Plus, also SUVs in general are kind of holy crap, four-wheel drive Beetle. But yeah, you need, you know, some reason to get the other two. The Golf in particular was really bad because it just rolled like crazy. You took a corner too fast and it would literally begin to like go into two wheels by itself. And you're like, no, don't do that, buddy. Don't do that. Like, jeez, you had to really get it under control. This game is missing Holden. Yeah, well, unfortunately, even Gran Turismo 4 had Holden, and it didn't use it. Like, he could have easily had like an Australian saloon car race, and then have that give like the tick forward, and then have the tick forward, you know, a one make race specifically for the tick forward, and then have that give, you know, like an LM car or something like that. but they didn't do that, which is sad and kind of silly. They should have done that. But they didn't, which is big oof, big mistake there, I think. All right, back to Deep Forest Raceway with the lighter weight Golf with downforce. This is gonna be interesting. Gonna buy the Velux. Yeah, I remember there's one chopper that's kind of terrible, despite its stats saying otherwise. Seat brakes in your time. Yeah, the choppers are, oh, they don't feel good in Midnight Club 3. Like they're a cool addition, and they kind of go with the kind of bling subculture of Midnight Club 3. But all the choppers terrible? Yes, but some are more terrible than others. Like the one you get from the Japanese tournament, the Japanese chopper tournament is actually half decent. But like the rest are pretty terrible. And you need a chopper that's fully upgraded to win the Japanese tournament anyway. So at that point you may as well use that to beat the Chopper of America Bike Club. Not sure if they have the Holden in that. I don't know, they add a lot of cars in there. I have to figure out a way to get GT2 A-Spec working, because that'd be really fun to play as well. I'd love to try it out. Oh, the understeer is real. The understeer is real. There we go. But when it does grip, you get such a run. Get into the suck of the Audi. Second lap, let's go. The Golf race car really pushing it. Dive down, deep on the brakes on the inside. Park it on the apex for them. They're gonna have a power advantage coming up the hill. I'm gonna squeeze them left so they have to take an awkward line through the corner. Okay, damn it, SLK coming out of nowhere. Do I have the 400? I do not have the 400 in this game. Oh, they have so much speed on the straights. We gotta gain that back. There we go. That's the run I need. Get into the slipstream. But yeah, no, I don't have any four-wheel drive vehicles at this point. I haven't won any four-wheel drive vehicles. And I've been mainly trying to focus on getting the National Cup races done, so we can go to the next stage in the GT League. Fuck. Ah! I'm pushing so hard. And it's just... It's being a punk. It's being a punk. Holy cow. Alright, let's get a couple upgrades for this thing. Let's get a couple upgrades for this, because my word. Wait, is that really why? I upgraded it and it lost horsepower? No way, that is... It had 200! It had 200 when first... Wow. Okay, that is some grade A Certified Kentucky Fried fuckery right there. What the hell? What the? Oh. That is. What, you couldn't make a racing version of the V6. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. No wonder it was so slow, despite the weight reductions. Okay. Today I learned. On today's episode of Isaac Umbras fucks around and finds out. Wow. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, man. Alright. We got golf touring cars at Rome Circuit. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see what we can do here. It even has the V6 badge. It even has the V6 badge. And it's replaced with the turbocharged 1.8 liter turbo. Bruh. Trying to see whether it's the Delegance or the Velux. It's whatever one the more is more narrow. Because the wider one, it doesn't turn as well despite its high handling stat. So you want the one that's a bit more narrow. Because the wider one, for some reason, it doesn't lean as much in the corners with weight transfer, and it scrapes. So it understeers like a pig. Oh my word. For this Sierra, the Escort. I like the Raleigh pedigree of the Escort more than the Group A pedigree of the Sierra. Both are great vehicles. Both are really, really great vehicles. But I love my Escort Kazi. Oh yeah, this thing will be quick. This thing should be able to do the German, the mid-level German car race, and then some. Oh, it's got some good grip in the corners. There we go. The VW Golf, the VW Ravenous. Yes and no. Only the first generation. After that, they switched it back to the Golf. And the United States got the worst GTI of the first generation as well. The Golf GTI got a decent amount of bump in horsepower to like 130, I think, or something like that. For the first generation Golf GTI. The VW Rabbit GTI got a 1 horsepower increase. It was like something silly, like 1 or 2 horsepower. And so it was mostly just an appearance package than for any level of performance gain. It's kind of sad. But it was during the 70s when you had the gas crisis and the whole additional emissions and everything with the catalytic converters and all the smog, the smog reduction and everything. So it was performance cars are kind of neutered in the States versus in Europe. Nowadays, it's kind of the opposite, where if you want the performance, you get the US versions. and the European ones are have been kind of neutered a little bit for fuel economy, fuel regulation, to meet the fuel regulations, the fuel efficiency regulations. That's the Packard, the Civic or the Golf. It depends. It really depends on generation. The Civic Si, the older generations of Civic Si from like the 90s and early 2000s, they had the really sophisticated suspension for their time, and were really good, really great handling vehicles, which is why they're used so much even nowadays in like autocross races and like your SCCA and NASA racing and everything. You have, you know, full-on like Honda Cups here in the States. But like later on, the Golf did get pretty quick. Like by 5th generation, I mean, sure, 4th generation you had the R32, but 5th generation, you know, even the Golf GTI, it was over 200 horsepower. It was over 200 horsepower and was around 200 horsepower, and it had really great, really good acceleration, good handling. Like, it was a proper, you know, sporty hatchback. And at that time, you know, we didn't really get the Civic Type R in the States until much later, in the 2010s. So then it became the GTI as kind of the go-to, you know, hot hatch car. Now it's a toss-up between the two, honestly. Between the GTI and like the Civic Si. But we also have the, you know, the Civic Type R. And you also have the Golf R too. So it's really depends on what all you want and what kind of flavor of hot hatch you want nowadays. They're both pretty on par with each other. Oh my gosh, I can't get through the field. I'm missing IEs and analysis. A little bit. I do miss some of the cars from that era. I do miss things being a little bit more affordable. But one, I do not miss OBD1 because OBD1 tuning with OBD1 is a pain in the ass. Which is why you don't really see as many cars from like the earlier 90s in the tuning scene anymore, because they had OBD1. And two, it was much harder to find parts and find information during that time period. Nowadays, there's forums for everything, so you can kind of see what other people are doing, the problems, how people are solving those problems, and all that. You can get into contact with other, you know, fans and everything, see someone who's making parts for certain vehicles and everything, what kind of modifications are available. It's much easier than trying to go through like the tuning magazines and, you know, all of that, and seeing what's available then. So it's a double-edged sword. Things are a lot more expensive now, but things are, in terms of from a technical support side of things are a hell of a lot easier now. And power is just super easy to make. Oh, I wouldn't say super easy, but like, you get a lot more bang for your buck with horsepower nowadays than back then. Oh, the Golf. Where they swapped the V6 with the 1.8 liter turbo, but they kept the V6 badge on the bloody thing. If I had known, I just would have gotten the standard Golf and saved some money. But oh well. Oh well. We live and learn. We live and learn. The Civic hatchback. Hatchback. Compact cars look better as hatchbacks. As coupes, they look a little kind of stubby. Like if you look at the older Mazda 3s, like the coupe versions of those were kind of ugly, but the hatchback versions were really nice. Those were decent little tuners as well, the Mazda 3s. Not as much you can do with the engines, but the suspension and everything was pretty solid. So you could turn them into fun little canyon carvers. All right, let's go see what car. Let's see what German car we can buy. That's just under 400 horsepower. Is that Mazda MX-6? Yes, but though we didn't really get that much in the States. The little front-wheel drive thing. We didn't get that in the States as much. So we were more so, you know, the Mazda 3s and all of that. Alright, what Beamer events we have? 3 series. Alright, do we have any high performance 3 series here? $328i. Sub 200 horsepower. Fucking hell. It is underrated, but like it didn't sell that well, unfortunately. Just because, again, it was kind of competing with the it was kind of competing with the whatchamacallit, with the MX-5 as well, and it just, you know, it wasn't. There wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot that that really made it stand out. All right, AMG E55. Let's see, 354 horsepower. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That'll allow us to enter the luxury car cup as well. I'm scared. How much are the roofs? Yeah, okay, so we don't have enough money for a roof. So let's go with the Mercedes. Let's continue with the Mitsubishi. Yeah, but the Eclipse kind of was already established. Like, it was... Oh gosh, 130 horsepower. Oh my word. Alright, what's a C43? It's 305 horsepower. That's not bad as well. What kind of races? What's the horsepower range for the luxury sedan cup? So, okay. Oh man. we're gonna be poor. We're gonna be poor here. But it's alright. Wait, how much weight is this? Almost 4,000 pounds. Okay, is this one lighter? A little bit. It's a shorter wheelbase. It's a shorter wheelbase. It's a bit lighter, but a bit less power. I'm gonna want more power. I can always lighten the E55 once we get more muns. Holy cow. Alright, let's do the luxury car cup. Yeah, the luxury sedan cup. Here we go. Yeah, like the Eclipse was established. It had a sportier version of it with the GSX. The Mazda MX-6 really didn't have a whole lot going for it. It was kind of like it was a good car, but it just got beaten out by its competition. Oh gosh, we got the Ford Taurus SHO. We got the Jaguar XJR. We got an Audi S4, it looks like. We got the Alfa Romeo 156. And what are you? Is that a Skyline? That's a bloody Skyline. That is literally a Skyline. Wow. Okay. Hopefully we get a decent vehicle from this. Who knows, we may even get a halfway decent British car that'll allow us to enter one of the national level races. It handles well, the AMG. It's got that low rumble of the V8. It's got really good torque, really good acceleration. Its brakes are a little bit rough though. Its brakes are rough. But it's got some power to it. Might be able to upgrade this one a little bit. Do the next level of the luxury sedan cup. And then we can enter this in the final level of the German car cup as well. All I know is it needs some weight reduction too, so we might get a stage 1 weight reduction. Get it a little bit more maneuverable. Oh my word. Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy. It wants to shake its rear around as well. Wants the mega twerk. Thankfully, we're on a track with lots of long straightaways, so the weight doesn't affect it as much as other cars. Oh gosh, don't spin it. Don't spin the thing. Don't spin it. Holy moly. Alright, little bit of understeer. Come on, let's push, push, push. It's crazy how much of a pack they are as well, how close together they get with you. I know some of that's probably just a little bit of like the rubber band AI, because I know early Gran Turismos had that. But my word. The game. It makes it so it's basically if you get the train run on you, you are falling back, and it's tough to make up that ground in a 2-lap race. Dang, the Ford Taurus actually did pretty good. The Taurus did good. Nice. Next, give us some more muns. Alright, let's see what the car we got was. Chose the Diligence. Nice. Alright, best of luck with that. Have fun pulling your hair out, crashing into cars and everything. Oh, the choppers are the worst to drive. Like, I love driving everything else in the game, but my gosh, the choppers are a pain. Oh, this map is Sentinels. The Sentinel I always think is a BMW 3 Series. Really? Oh, we get a freaking an Accord Type R for that. For all the work we put into that. Are you joking, mate? Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, let's get some weight reduction. Not a 2-door cord. It doesn't matter. The cord is, you know, it's so much slower than everything else we got right now. That it's just it doesn't matter as much. What kind of racing modification? Oh, there's no racing modifications for this one. No racing modifications here. Ooh, that'll bring us up to an even 400. That's a start. Alright, let's see what other upgrades we can get. Computer upgrade, 415. Dang, alright. The way you made it look though. Oh, yeah, do be sure to post the pictures on the Discord as well. Like, I always like seeing it, like other people's tuned vehicles and everything. It's always cool because like sometimes it gives me inspiration for like, you know, a build I want to do in a game as well. Like it's nice. I like seeing other people. Like I like seeing other people's content too. So don't be shy if you want to post any of that stuff. All right, German car race. The final one here. Then we'll go to the next level of the 4-door cup, the luxury 4-door race. Yeah, I see that roof over there. Lot of luxury German 4-doors, and then we have the freaking roof. Thankfully, the roof is starting fairly close to the back, and the AI are usually a little bit cleaner with each other than with me. So we can kind of push a little bit. I say as I'm literally getting pinched. Can I not get spun? Alrighty then. It's a German thing. It's a German thing. It's a German thing. Gosh, the sheer number of like tuning cars they give us in this game though is a bit ridiculous, especially because most of them are like the really low horsepower range. So like we're not really. They don't really do much for us. Like, I know, obviously, you wanted to showcase all the cool tuning companies you got involved with and everything. But holy moly, at least make it make sense in the career mode. Oh gosh, the understeer. The understeer is real. Alright, I gotta make sure I get past the roof. There we go. Get squished into the wall. I get to bully the other drivers with the Mercedes. I say, as this thing just doesn't grip. Come on. Give me something. There we go, a little bit better momentum out of that corner. Momentum versus that roof's acceleration. I just need a little bit of clear area so I can use the full track and not get mired in such a large pack. Holy moly. Oh my word, that low rumble. It almost sounds like a diesel. Alright, come on. Nice and gentle around the corner. There we go. One more lap. We can survive this. We can survive the onslaught of a bunch of angry Germans. Oh, the roof is in the lead. The roof is in the lead. I think the AI get exclusive bike riders. They have a... Yeah, which is a shame. It'd be cool if we had some more, like, kind of, I guess, generic riders instead of the named riders as well. Like, that would be awesome to have. Because, like, it feels weird playing as, like, Phil or, like, Naomi and everything else. Because, like, you see them, you race them, you beat them. Why am I them now? Like, it's cool to have as a customization option. But, like, it'd be awesome if we also got some more, like, faceless riders, too. Like, that would be nice. Holy moly. Alright, that race was genuinely kind of tough. That race was just a little bit tricky. Yeah, no cars. But that's fine. Let's enter the next level of four-door racing. Hopefully they give us something good. Maybe like a Jaguar or whatever. Also, bike riders not having helmets would not slide nowadays. Yeah, even in Midnight Club Los Angeles, your biker, the player character puts on a helmet for the bike. And he even wears like proper like safety gear and everything, like the long pants and the you know, all of that stuff. You know, the leather jacket and everything. Because you want leather, because it's able to withstand the abrasion of like road rash and everything better than like jeans and denim is. To Midnight Club 2. Yeah. That's just because Midnight Club 2 didn't have customization, so they just made faceless riders for that. No, it is cool that the name characters, like especially like Ian, I think it's Ian, the Australian dude. I think it's Ian? He changes his outfit when he goes to the bike. And he gets you know, the full-on like racing safety suit and helmet and everything. Which is a nice touch. Yeah, it's Ian. Okay, good. I'm like, which one is it? I'm trying to remember. Like, I remember most of the LA people, but then once you start getting to Paris and Tokyo, I'm like, my memory's a little bit fuzzy with who's who. Change your player bike outfit in LA Remix. Yeah, because that was something I was kind of carried over more so. It looks like, it seems like it was built more so on 3's engine than LA's engine. So they probably, you know, had some leftover or cut content from 3 and just put it in there. That and also with it being less animations and everything. Because it was? Oh, okay. Ow. Oh, that turn has buggered us. Oh, that turn has buggered us. It was built off the engine. I mean, you know, for making a port for, you know, a PS2 to the PSP of a next generation game, they did a solid job. Like, honestly, it was a very admirable effort. And I do give them props. Like, again, if I paid full price for, like, that or Need for Speed Underground Rivals, like, I don't think I would feel cheated. Like, I think, especially because, like, the handheld games were a bit cheaper than the console games. They were, like, $40 at the time. I don't think I'd feel cheated. I'd be like, you know what, this is, you know, kind of a $40 game. It's decently polished, you got a decent amount of content. Like, yeah, it's not as good as the console version, but, you know, I get to play it on the go, and it's cheaper than the console version, so it kind of makes sense. the Midnight Club LA for the console, like, definitely dollar for dollar is really good. Like that is a game that is worth paying full price for, with just all the content in it, all the car customization, at the time the cool online modes and everything. That was really fun. It's a shame that only the Xbox version has online now, I think. I don't think the PS3 version has. It's $15 on Xbox. Oh, nice. I'm gonna get an Xbox. You were tempting me to spend money I don't currently have to get an Xbox just so I can play some of the games on Xbox. Maybe sometime in the future. Plus, also the Xbox, I imagine, would be easier to run a capture card off of. So that might not be a bad idea. Ooh, new car acquired. Let's go. Hopefully it's something good. Hopefully it's something good. We need something good because we are, we're running out of money. We're getting very poor. I can get on the OG Xbox. Yeah, I know, because I do want to play the old, Forza Motorsport games. Like 1, 2... Okay, you can't play MCLA. Not currently, because RPCS3 uses up too much of my CPU, so I wouldn't be able to run OBS and VC phase, because both of those run the CPU pretty heavily as well. The PS3 that I have with the game, PS3 is very weird with regards to capture cards. You need to do some weird hardware workaround to get it to actually capture. Another tuner chaser. Okay. Alright, British car, let's go. Lotus. At least 190. Oh, we are very poor. We are very poor now. Holy moly. Alright, let's get the Elise trophy. Oh my word. Alright, manual transmission. Elise trophy. Let's make sure we don't have to upgrade this thing. We got 2 British races left, and then we can enter some of the higher end National Cup races. Ooh, alright, tight technical track. In the Elises. This is gonna be pretty good. This is gonna be pretty interesting. Yeah, we got a Motorsport Elise, we got a couple of other... We got another Elise 190 in a beautiful color as well. Ow. Alright, I hear you behind me. Can you at least try to make the apex? Fuck the choppers. Yes. Like, as cool as they were, I totally get why they weren't in LA. I totally get why they weren't in LA, with the sheer amount of traffic in LA and everything. And just how cluttered the map is. Choppers would not be fun. Choppers would not be fun. Like, you can kind of get away with it a little bit in 3, because the roads are a little bit wider, a little bit more empty. In LA, with the sheer amount of traffic you have, that is a big NO there. Oh, come on. We gotta catch the other Elise. I thought I could slow them down. I thought I could park on the apex. I outbraked myself a bit. That Elise, the Motorsport Elise, has got some really, really good brakes. Thankfully they're not catching me, so we can go pretty much full speed through here. A little bit of a lift, just downshift one to get some more rotation. Oh boy. Elise has the rear wing, is making him faster. I mean, the Motorsport Elise is one of the fastest Elises in the game, but it's got just a little bit too much horsepower, and it's a little bit too expensive for what we can, currently afford. Alright, car got real cross up on the braking there. Also, welcome Kinetic Rhyme. Right now we are struggling in a one-make race, and then we're going to be doing the British Nations Cup in the Elise, where we get, hopefully then, access to the nation versus nation race. Oh my word. Alright, the Elise is a little bit spicy on the bank turns. No. No. I'm gonna squeeze you down to the inside. You better try to go around the outside. Park it on the apex. Defensive line. Run wide on exit as well. Cut off their line entirely. Oh my word. Come on. There we go. Oh, they're gaining on us. Oh, that was too close. Gosh. What I love about this game is the AI is usually pretty close. It's a little bit tough. Get what you need. Holy cow. Yeah, we may as well save because we are very poor. We are very poor. Holy moly. Alright. British Cup, let's go. We've got the car, we've gotten used to the car's handling. Now it's time to test it out. See what we can do in this. Jeez, there's so many one-make races in this game as well. Alright, I forgot we need a car with 145 horsepower. Okay, so we will need to get one more, Cerberus. But that's fine. I'm gonna stream a bit later anyway. I like playing this game. Get to try the fish and chips. Actually, I've had fish and chips before. It's really good. Though I like it with a spicier curry sauce. I don't like it with the tartar sauce or that type of stuff. Give me a fish and chips with a spicy curry sauce and I'll be happy. That's the thing, like, some British cuisine is kind of disgusting. But then, like, on the same token, I kind of want to try other stuff. Like, I want to try, like British comfort food. I want to try. Little bit of country. Yeah. Little British country. So many little tiny cars. Oh my word, there we go. Out into the lead. Alright, let's try to get, maybe we can do one of the MR races as well as one of the convertible cup races. in the Elise, because that'll give us some cars as well that we might be able to do a little bit more with. The Beatles, among other bands, but yes, the Beatles too. You know, it was kind of the country that was the birthplace of punk rock. You got things like, you know, the Sex Pistols and all that. But yes, you got the Beatles. You had nowadays you kind of have the British underground rap scene. That's the big kind of like music coming out of there and everything. And Oasis. There's a song every guitarist. Oh gosh, keep it under control. The song every guitarist learns how to play, and it will play non-stop at a party if they get drunk enough. Today is gonna be the day that it's gonna be the day that it's gonna be the day to you. Okay, to be fair though, I actually kind of like Wonderwall. But jeez, if you go to enough college parties, and there's always some drunk acoustic guitarist singing Wonderwall, it never fails. Like, damn. Pick a different song. Ooh. Alright, the Elise is a little twitchy. The Elise is a little bit spicy. Little tiny spicy British car. It's so cute. Absolutely love the Elise. Would totally own multiple different generations of them. It's just, it's so adorable. I like these cars. Give me my little tiny little lightweight British mid-engine roadster. The Oasis song is Don't Look Back in Anger. That's not a bad one. I only know UK because the ASMR and DB9. Oh yeah, the DB series. So good. Yes, the Group B car that could have been better but never was. That ended up getting a second chance in the British rallycross scene. It's a beautiful little machine as well. Absolutely love that terrifying little box. Because it is a terrifying little box. Alright, slowly making our money back. I want my money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. I want my money back. Then you also have, if memory serves me correctly, the Smiths are also from the UK. Which is like the ultimate doomer music. Oh, 100 horsepower. Yeah, no, I can't compete with that. Yeah, the Delta. The Delta is scary. The Delta, the Alt 37, the Audi Quattro, especially the evolution of the Audi Quattro, the Peugeot 205. Like, there was some scary machines in Group B. There was some scary machines in Group B. Alright, come on. Some nice open-top cars racing in the French Polynesian Islands in Tahiti. Gosh, can you imagine like Tahiti Maze or Tahiti Challenge in like the modern Gran Turismo games? With the full-on like HD textures and everything. That would be freaking gorgeous. Polyphony, come on, you know you want to. see me drive in the Call of Duty, the dirt games. Maybe one day. Like I said, my backlog right now is so huge. It's just... There's so many racing games out there. There's only so many I can play at once. Like, it is a lot. Post a little color memes of the most helpful. Oh no. Oh no, what happens? I'm scared. I'm scared. Alright, a little bit of a twitch there over the crest. Mid-engine cars be a little bit spooky. But this thing is rapid though. Absolutely love the way it drives. I was watching, oh gosh, not low quality SpongeBob memes. It sure is nice driving my 2020 Chevy Silverado. Hi, Squidward. The Lotus is pretty supposed to go. Ah, I quite like it. Even the older ones that had the inline 4 is still, you know, nice. Like, they sold well enough, and while they didn't have as much of a racing pedigree, like, they're still really, really cool. Like, I like them. I have a soft spot for my Lotus Esprits. Just like out of pocket fact to know is that where's the coach Steve Kerr named his son? No! Why would you do that to your kid? Why would you do that to your kid? That's mean. That's me. That's me. Bad coach. Bad dad. Jeez. Yeah, if I had a kid. Okay, to be fair, my wife and I have agreed. All right. If we have a daughter, granted, we're not expecting anytime soon, but if we have a daughter, she gets to pick the first name and I get to pick the middle name. And I've already got the middle name picked. Because, alright, like a lot of the Lotus cars, right? A lot of the Lotus cars, they got names that, unless you were a car person, you think, oh yeah, that's just like a normal person name. So I'm thinking Evora as the middle name. It's kind of, you know, kind of exotic. It's unique. But it's still, you know, really, really cool. But it's not like so weird and out there that people are gonna like, well, what kind of name is that? Like, that sounds nice. Like, can you, like, if you imagine a person name, like, you know, with the middle name, you know, that, Evora. Like, that is nice. So that is the plan. My sister's middle name is Elise. Yeah, exactly. Like, you already have one Lotus car as a, you know, as the, you know, that exists as a name. Let's start making the others real names as well. Gets okay. Esprit may not work, but like Evora could work really well. Elon could be a cool male name. Although I guess too many people might confuse that as like a play on Elon Musk, Elon's name, but Elon with the A instead. Maybe. Okay, fair enough. What would be some other good names of, like, you know, real life sports cars and everything that would work as names? Like, you already have Mercedes as like a name. will be some other good ones. How do I rank them in like the 3 music genres? Top rock, because I'm biased. And also the rock generally has some good stuff. Like, I don't think there's any particularly bad songs in the rock genre in Midnight Club 3. I'm not a big fan of Iggy Pop, but even Iggy Pop's Kick It is decent. And then all the other stuff is really good of like the early 2000s to, you know, you got, again, Queens of the Stone Age, you got Barrio Superstar, you got 9 Black Albs, you have, you know, Jimmy Eat World. Like, it's a decent selection of soundtrack. After that, believe it or not, probably the dancehall slash reggaeton. Literally, Midnight Club 3 is what introduced me to dancehall and reggaeton music. And so you get things like Beanie Man, Damian Marley, and all that stuff. I actually really vibe with. It's not usually in my wheelhouse of music that I typically like, but it works, and somehow it works when you're racing as well. Like, I don't think there's any particularly bad songs in that genre either. Yeah, the hip hop and rap is pretty solid as well. There's only a few songs that I don't particularly like in Midnight Club 3. One of them being Go DJ by Lil Wayne. That's just because IRL, I'm not a big fan of Lil Wayne in general. Not even just that song, but Lil Wayne is kind of annoying. Like, I'm sure he seems like a nice guy and everything and all that stuff, but like, I'm not a fan of his music. Oh, come on! The AI in this game, I swear. Outside of that, it's not too bad. Like, it definitely skews a bit more towards East Coast rappers as opposed to kind of across the you know, you get a lot of like your New York and Atlanta rappers and everything. You don't really get a whole lot of West Coast rappers, so you kind of get more of like the East Coast sound, but it's still not bad. Some of them are a bit dated nowadays, but it's not terrible. Like, I still listen to some of the raps, the hip hop and rap songs in Midnight Club 3 on my general kind of like driving playlists and everything. Probably after that the techno. No, probably after that drum and bass, I think. I like a lot of the drum and bass stuff. Like, you have the Dramatic Twins. You have Renegade Snares, which is really good. It really kind of has that kind of, again, that kind of trance-esque, almost kind of feels like a continuation of a lot of like Midnight Club 2's music with the drum and bass. And then finally the techno. Because again, you get some decent stuff there, but you get a lot of like kind of not that good stuff. Like, I think the techno is the one I skip the most, because you get stuff like The Zoo, which just sounds like a bunch of like screaming, and I don't like that. Or like you have The Warning by The Suburban Night, which is again just a lot of loud sounds just for the sake of having loud sounds. Yeah, man, by Pitbull with some of the game, in my opinion. Only the choppers. Only the chopper races. Although, yeah, Damn It Man is also kind of a bit of a weaker song, at least in my opinion. Like, Fabulous' stuff is alright. Fat Joe is, well, Fat Joe, which is at least somewhat enjoyable. You know, you do have 50 Cent in the game with Higher. I think you get some decent stuff. but you know, it could definitely be, you know, there's still a few that I do regularly skip when I'm playing through by myself, but I'm like, I don't like that song as much. I definitely think Midnight Club LA did a better job with the rap, the rap and hip hop in that game. Chopper Slander is awesome. Nah, no, I totally agree. Like, as cool as the concept as it was to have a bunch of like custom choppers and everything in the game, my God, they could at least make them, you know, turn a little bit. Like, they have the worst ability synergies, because you're not really sliding the choppers. You can't really slide the choppers. So you don't build up a whole lot of, the roar. They ruined the unwritten law, so I'm gonna burn out revenge. Yeah, even in Midnight Club 3, it's, is it still censored? It might still be censored in Midnight Club 3. But, yeah, no, I love F-I-G-H-T by Unwritten Law. Is that song? That song is the story of my life sometimes. Yeah, I've been through this shit. I'm still trying my best though. I'm still doing everything I can. Yeah, it only meets the word, but in like, in Brenner Revenge, I like can please skip the section. Which is kind of, like, it ruins the flow of it. It's the same thing with Beast in the Harlot in Burnout Revenge. Like, it completely skips like an entire like couple of lines of it. It's apparently fornicating is a no-no word. Yeah. Like, the Burnout Revenge absolutely ruined Beast in the Harlot. Haven't I read a Midnight Club sequel after Midnight Club A? Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, you had the poor working conditions and the wives versus the wives of Rockstar San Diego Letter, and then also GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption kind of happened, which really, you know, became the big money makers. So there wasn't a whole lot of reason to go for the more niche, the more niche racing games when you could just kind of do, you know, the full on, you know, just you can just have racing in GTA 5. Like, look at the tuners update. That's basically kind of what, you know, they added a bunch of customization and everything, and a bunch of cars and a bunch of street racing type of stuff. And they're like, hey, look, we made Midnight Club for GTA. It's not the same. Some days I want to go vroom vroom without all the shooties. Like, I love GTA. I love the GTA franchise. But I like my Midnight Club as well. And sometimes, you know, I want just the racing. It's a shame though, so many good racing game franchises like didn't make it past the early 2010s. Like, yeah, Burnout Paradise, which granted Burnout Paradise is probably one of the weaker ones in the series, but it's still a solid game. You had you know, you had Midnight Club, Tokyo Extreme Racer tried to go to the next generation consoles with Import Tuner Challenge, and then they kind of closed their doors. Like, it's a bit rough. You know, you had Motor Storm that kind of came and then went fairly quickly, but was really good. You had Drive Club at the start of the PS4 generation. That was absolutely beautiful, but just couldn't really compete with the likes of like the Forza Horizons and everything. It's a shame. There's a lot of good racing games franchises that I grew up with that just kind of don't exist anymore. All we can hope is that like indie and AA devs on like Steam and everything are able to kind of, you know, recapture some of that, the feelings of those older games with kind of a modern spiritual successor. Like you see Night Runner is just kind of like the modern day kind of Tokyo Extreme Racer type of thing. As well as you have the Shotoko Revival Project in Assetto Corsa, which is, you know, basically kind of a online Tokyo Extreme Racer, but in a racing sim instead of an arcade racer. Like it's, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. I got good feelings about the racing game genre, especially as it gets kind of cheaper and cheaper to develop, you know, games by yourself and everything in the indie sphere. But it's gonna be a rough time for a little bit, I think. So Steam is helping a lot with kind of, you know, getting people connected with these older, or these kind of more retro inspired games and everything. Alright, let's see what other cars we can get. We need a British car with about 300 horsepower. Hopefully nothing too expensive. But I'm worried. We need to find something. Just right around the 300-ish horsepower mark. There we go. Alright, let's sell you. Get some more money. We're just flooding the market with Tuscan Speed 6s. We're just flooding the market. We're just like, alright, another Tuscan Speed 6, and you get a Tuscan Speed 6. Thankfully they are pretty ooh, gosh. Alright, that is a little too pricey for me. Let's see what else we got. TVR. TVR should have a couple of good ones. Griffith 500. 340. Yep, that'll do it. That is the car we need. That is exactly the car we need. Oh gosh, there's a Griffith Blackpool? It's got less, it's got about the same horsepower. Just more expensive, holy cow. We're going something up for the bonker, for the roof CTR and going bonkers with that. Yes. I'm trying to play this game as close to legitimately as possible though. I don't wanna you know, kind of cheese it. Like, for example, with the, like, technically you can, as long as any car matches the horsepower limits for most of these, you can kind of enter any car. But I kind of want to make it so that, like, I'm only entering convertible cars and convertible car races. I'm only entering four-door sedans and four-door sedan races. Like, I'm kind of doing a little bit of a self-imposed challenge. That way I'm not just using, one, only the same car all across the game, and two, you know, I'm having a little bit of fun with it. The racer will wage with the so we can sell it for 250k. Yeah. Like, you can get a whole bunch of, like, really high-end cars and everything really quickly if you know what you're doing. Alright, here we go. Man, Grindelwald is such a beautiful track as well. It's a shame it only appeared in 2. Like, with the cool, you get the cool, you know, cottages and little small towns here. You know, kind of overlooking, you know, it looks like the Alps. I imagine it's the Alps. It's just very, very pretty. Like, this would be a cool track to see remastered in, you know, like, the GT games. Because even this one, it's got a lot of detail. It's got a lot of detail in it. It'd be absolutely beautiful. It'd be great for, like, historic car races and, like, slower sports cars and everything in the modern Gran Turismo. Like, you can even host, like, a race with, like, the pre-work cars here. And then you can even do an endurance race for the pre-work cars that gives a decent amount of money. Give us a reason to buy the pre-work cars like the Alpha 8C and the Mercedes SSK and all that stuff. Like, that would be great. Oh boy. Easy. Alright, so the Griffith doesn't have the best brakes. It's decent enough, but it's still a little bit spicy here and there. Plus also, I'll fully level with you, Kinetic Run. I legit don't even remember what most of the prize cars were for a playthrough of this game. So I'm not necessarily going into it blind, but I'm kind of going into it like I don't want to like re-spoil it for myself. It's been a long time since I've played through GT2, but I'm having a blast with this. It's so good. You know, you have a lot of freedom to kind of do it however you want. So you can even kind of impose the different self-imposed challenges and restrictions on yourself to try to do it as close to legitimately as possible. And it makes it fun. It makes it real fun. Because you're trying to like piece together, you know, one race that goes into the next, that goes into the next, and everything. There we go. That'll give us a car. That'll give us a car. And some muns. Alright. What car do we get? What car do we get? Let's see what we got. Got the price because it's been a while. Yeah, like I know there's a couple different like exploits and everything. Ooh, MRS show version. Ooh, we can enter the MRS race with this. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that real quick before we do the final of the British races. Because that may actually give us another prize card. Because some of the Japanese one-make races do give us prize cards. Yes, the MRS trophy. I can't participate in this race. Excuse me? No. Okay, I guess I can't participate in the race. Fuck her off. It's an MRS. What am I gonna do with an MRS that isn't an MRS? Sorry, buddy. That MRS is different than other MRSs, so you can't race it. What's the point of giving me an MRS if I can't use it in an MRS race? Silly game. Alright, Trial Mountain, let's go. Wonder if we get any special awards for beating all the National Cup races. It'll be fun to see. Three, two, one. kind of the problem with GT in general. Yeah, I know, it's like, either it's overly restrictive or it's too open-ended, so you kind of just steamroll steamrolling, you can kind of just steamroll it. And also, yeah, you get the cars you can't use in a lot of the races, so you're like, well, what do I do now? Like, I mean, it's cool to have, like, the Motor Triathlon race car for a four-wheel drive race, but I can't do anything with it. Like, what do you want me to do with that? Like, sure, it's cool to see a concept car and everything, but I can't even, like, take it to a race. I can't even enter it into the Sunday Cup. Alright, there we go. There we go, nice and easy through the twisties. Gentle on the brakes, get a little bit more rotation in there. There we go. Boom shakalaka. Alright, first lap almost down. There we go, second lap. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, they're right behind us. Oh, this is gonna be close. We can pull ahead on the straight though. The Griffiths are just really good on the straights. So we don't have to worry too much here. Gosh, at the place I used to work at, one of my coworkers has a Griffith, a TVR Griffith as well in this color, and oh my gosh, they are just as beautiful in real life as they are virtually. Like, holy cow! It sounds good too. It's got that low rumble. Kind of low muscle car-esque rumble, and it is so beautiful. It looks really good. Oh man, I hope I get to see that car again. It's just such a cool vehicle. There we go. Oh my gosh. Alright, that was a little bit tricky, but we got it. Alright, yeah, no car there. Which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see what events are in the next level of the Nations Cup in the actual GT League. So we gotta get a few more. We gotta get a few more cars. we need to get a few. So let's see what we can get. I wanna see what the events are as well. I got the Euro League and we got the Pacific League. Okay, so all of them are 500 horsepower or less. So what we can do is we can probably enter the Daishin Sylvia in that, as although it doesn't have as much power, it should still be way quick. And that may allow us to get some more vehicles. Let's do that. Let's enter these three. There we go. Midfield Raceway in the Daishin Sylvia. It is a bit more of a power track midfield, but you do have the S curves as well that really allow aero cars to stretch their legs a bit. So I'm excited. Oh gosh, okay, all these are still street cars. Granted, probably heavily modified street cars, but still. There we go. Alright, this is good. This is good. This car, the car that's on credit swap. Yeah, this one also sells for 125,000. So both this and the TVR Tuscan will get you the same amount. Oh gosh, alright. Don't break traction on exit, please, Isaac. Another regulars catching it. Hey, Italian Jojo, welcome. Yes, there are cases, because Isaac is staying up a bit late tonight. Because he kind of wants to, one. And two, because I genuinely enjoy playing Gran Turismo, so. Not that I don't like playing the other games I stream, but like, I really want to do, you know, get a lot done in Gran Turismo. But welcome, Jojo. Hope all is well with you. Hope you're feeling alright. Right now, we are in the, and I woke up very early. Yeah, it's before 6 a.m. where you are out there in the land of the pasta and Lamborghini and Ferraris and all that fun stuff. Surgery's in oh gosh. Surgery's in 1 hour. Oh my word. Alright, well hopefully it goes well for you, man. I'll depending on how it goes, message me when you wake up, alright? Let me know if you're all good. Because that's yeah, I can imagine it's nerve-wracking. As someone who went through surgery myself. Blah 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 bestie. Yeah, but as someone who went through surgery myself earlier this year, like I totally know even if it's, you know, a surgery with like a high percent chance of, you know, everything's all good and all that stuff, it's still nerve-wracking, you know? If I may ask, and obviously this is like health stuff, so if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. For your surgery, are they putting you under anesthetics, or is it just a localized numbness? So they putting you like fully like asleep? Either way though, it's a weird feeling either way, because I've had a couple of different, like when I had my wisdom teeth removed, it was a localized numbing, and it's weird kind of like vaguely being aware of everything that's going on, but you're like you're so loopy and out of it that it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, so it depends. Okay. Well, good luck either way, man. I know, my last surgery, they did the full-on, like, knockout anesthetic. And most of the time, you know, it's just a gently kind of falling asleep and everything, you know, they're like, alright, count back. We're gonna count back from 10. And by the time we get to 3, you're gonna be asleep. No, this one, it was a guy, and he's like, administering anesthetics. And before we even finished at the word anesthetics, like, I was out. Like, it hit me like the Mike Tyson 1-2 punch. Like, holy moly. That was trippy. I had never been hit by anesthetics that hard before. And I was asleep for a long time. I kept a lot of people worrying as well, because I'm like, I was just messaging people the night before saying, oh yeah, I'll post when I'm awake and everything. And then I was out from like 2 p.m. to midnight. I was out for 10 hours. And, you sort of take a nap then. I mean, it depends on how, like, for me, they were doing, like, deep invasive surgery on my neck. So they probably had to hit me with, like, the good stuff. The good shit. In order to, like, you know, make sure I stayed so asleep that I was just still. Cause that one was hard coming back from, like, waking up from fully. Cause, like, I woke up, like, they did a surgery. I woke up at, like, 7 or 6:30, right? I look at my dad, go, hey dad, what time is it? He's like, oh, it's you know, 7. I'm like, oh wow, that's kind of late. And then I just immediately fall back asleep. I wake up again at like 8:30. Hey dad. I kind of check my phone like real quick. I see the messages. I'm like, oh, I should respond to that. And before I even like start typing, I just like fall asleep. My phone's unlocked on my chest. I think my dad ended up locking it. Because when I woke back up again, like my phone was back with my dad. The good shit. Yeah. The good shit. I mean, to be fair, when I finally did wake up around like midnight, that was probably the most well-rested I have felt in my entire life. Like, it felt like I slept away years worth of sleep deprivation in a single sitting. You know? Like, even though, like, I had a sore throat, it basically kind of felt like when I woke up, like, I had, like, strep throat almost. And, like, I couldn't really talk well. Because, like, you know, you get fluid and everything right by your vocal cords. Because, again, they're cutting deep into your neck. And you gotta be careful because you don't want to cough too much because then you can actually tear something in your throat as well. And you're like, okay, oh, God, may as well just talk like this. Hi, my name is Debbie. I used to be a smoker. Like, you know, those infomercials, if you're familiar with them back in the mid-2000s. And it's, oh my word, it was kind of rough. I finally messaged like the team and everything at like midnight or 12:30, and they're like, oh my gosh, we were so worried about you. We were looking at maybe creating a thing to hire new drivers because you had died or something. I'm like, wow, thanks for the faith, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the faith. Like, wow, can you at least wait for confirmation that my body's cold before you try to get more drivers to replace me? Like, damn, okay. Checks out. Yeah. Granted, like, that was, like, I laughed at that, because it was funny. And, like, it put me in good spirits, which, after all the craziness that was happening, like, I kind of needed. But yeah, no, it was scary because like you go through it, you look at like, you know, the statistics and everything. It's like, oh yeah, 98% successful. You know, that's pretty good odds. Like, you know, there shouldn't be any like major complications and all that stuff. You know, I got like a really good surgeon and everything working on me. And then, but like as it gets closer, and they're like, all right, we need you to sign this waiver, and like we need you to like write down your next of kin and everything. I'm like, oh gosh. Do you have a living will, by the way? Like, are you trying to scare me? Jeez. But no, I'm doing a lot better now. After the surgery and all the radiation and everything, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling physically alright. You know, you just keep trucking. You just keep American Truck Simulatoring. little bit of understeer there. I gotta watch that. It sets me up bad for the chicane. Yeah, it sets me up really poorly for the chicane. I want to take a little bit less speed through there. Because otherwise it'll throw me completely off. Nice. Okay, there we go. One more US versus one more Pacific Cup challenge. And we're getting some good muns as well. New car acquired as well. I kind of want to see what these cars are. But I want to enter the Laguna Seca race as well, just to see what we get there. Just because the Daishin Sylvia really is allowing us to kind of progression skip a little bit. Oh man, that's hydrate. I should work on the bot a little bit more this weekend, and maybe do a thing where I can do like a hydrate and a stretch redeem, where you do exclamation point hydrate and exclamation point stretch. I think that'd be kind of fun actually. That way you kind of almost get like the Twitch, you know, the Twitch interactivity and all that stuff, but it's a little bit jankier, a little bit kind of sillier. Alright, there we go. Laguna Seca. 3 laps of Laguna Seca. Some American and some Japanese cars. Actually, mostly American cars. Actually, it's about half and half. You got the Mustang, you got the Viper, you got the Corvettes. Then you got the Sylvia, the RX-7, and the Z32 Nissan Z. So not too bad actually. We got a decent selection of cars. I want to see what other cars we get as well. It's gonna be interesting. Look, going to a garage and seeing the stuff we get. Hopefully we get some other like racing cars or like some other vehicles we can use in one make race. Maybe even a half decent American performance car would be nice. Alright, there we go. Nice and gentle. Oh. That ain't gentle there. That is not gentle at all. Oh man, I love Laguna Seca. It's such a great track. It's really enjoyable to drive on in a lot of games. It's tough though, like it really kind of, you know, requires a lot of patience to get good times on and everything. There we go, nice and gentle. Granted, I also know this track fairly well, so it's not too difficult to get what I need done. A lot of the corners are third gear corners, minus the corkscrew, the Andretti hairpin. Yeah, that needed a little bit of a lift. And the final turn, turn 11. Ah, but this thing just drives so nice. It's got grip. It's got acceleration. It's just very planted as well. Like the Daishin Sylvia just it drives so good. Like even if you got on the first gear, like it barely spins its wheels. Jeez, and even then the standard road cars are keeping pace. But they're probably like around the like the 550 horsepower mark, whereas we're in the low 400s. So they probably got a lot more horsepower than us, but our grip and our acceleration, more so our grip more than anything else, is really really good. Alright, final couple of corners, halfway through the final lap. Going to the top of the mountain one last time. Down to the corkscrew, now back down. It's a steep drop as well, if you've ever been there in real life. I haven't yet, but I want to one day to watch a race here. Oh my gosh, that drop is steep. And getting to see cars and motorcycles going down there, it is, it is crazy. But crazy fun as well. There we go. That's a pretty good time, actually. That's actually a really good time. I forgot the crooks for Laguna Seca. Basically, you want to straight line it as much as possible. And you don't want to, you kind of want to short shift as well. GG and Hyos. Hey, EXO! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right now, we've completed all the events in the Pacific Cup, the US versus Japan. And then we have the Euro Cup as well, but we don't have any good vehicles for that yet. We may need to do a little bit of searching to find some good vehicles to upgrade and modify. Maybe we can get one of the either one of the Venturis, or we can get one of the roofs and modify that for add to like around the 512 horsepower range. Both of those would be pretty good. But if we get a race car as well that can enter those. I mean, I mean, the HKS Drag 180SX. Oh, I remember this car. I remember this car. That thing is terrifying. It's a remnant from this game actually having drag racing in the beta version, but they had to remove it because it was Christmas rushed. Oh, then we got the Nissan. Oh, with the IMSA GTO colors as well. They should do well in one of the one-make races. They should do really well in one of the one-make races in Nissan. I think there's a Z Cup. There's gotta be a Z Cup. No, there's not. Interesting. Alright, well I do know there is an RX-7 Cup, so let's get the RX-7 then. Holy moly, these are beautiful cars. Oh my gosh, this is great. Now I imagine we probably can't get those more than once. I don't think we can. Wait, the RX... Of course! Only the... Oh, granted, we already have the normal one done. Okay, so what can we do? What can we do? Do we need to beat the internationals? Well, that's an IA. We don't have the IA license yet. So the EuroLeague, let's see. So that is almost 600 horsepower. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know what we're gonna do for that. Special events? We don't have any four-wheel drive cars still. Ooh, okay, so we got Super Touring. We got the GT300 Championship. that will give us a good championship bonus. What kind of cars are in the Super Touring Cup? What kind of cars are in the Super Touring Cup? Give me 1 second. I want to see what's in this. Oh, okay. Okay, so Super Touring is that. So that's the basically BTCC. Alright, so let's switch to the Daishin Sylvia, and let's do the GT300 Championship and then end the stream. Granted, that's a full-on championship, but you know what? I want to do it. So let's go. Daishin Sylvia in the GT300 races. Yeah. This would be good. This would be real good. Alright. I think we should be alright here. Oh! Jeez, doesn't even give us... Okay, thanks for even letting me, like, look at the grid. Alright, so we got an FTO. We got another Sylvia race car. We got... What else? No intro does whatsoever. Exactly, it's just... Alright, fam, you asked for it. Go. Like, damn, I can't even see the grid. Oh, dang, alright, we got an Impreza Super Touring car. So we got a couple of forward drive beasts. And then that ahead of us looks like an Mazda RX-7. I can't tell, I'll have to get closer. Oh, come on. They do have a little bit more of a power advantage than me. The Sylvia is a little bit down on power. Yeah, it is the RX-7. It's the GT300 Ray Amemiya RX-7, I think. Oh wait, that's not that's the Mitsubishi Evo. Okay, so Mitsubishi Evo Super Touring car. The RX-7. There we go, past you. Oh gosh, a little bit of understeer there. Just a little bit. Oh no, that is the Impreza. That is the Impreza, my bad. And just the red and white paint job kind of confused me for a split second. Either way, it's being very annoying. Come on, give me your slipstream. Give me the suck. Jeez. Alright, we're a little bit late on the brakes there. We gotta be careful with that. Alright, back up there with the RX-7. It's a fairly close battle. There we go, there we go. Nice and good, nice and gentle. There we go, pull a gap now. It's interesting that we're on the shorter version of Grand Valley. You'd think for cars like this, they'd use the full circuit, but I guess they're reserving that for the GT500 race. Which we have cars that can enter as well. Oh, I know what I'm doing next time. IA license and GT 500 race. Dang, they got some speed on the straights. Yeah, the Silvia's a bit down on power. It's got really good aero, but it has a lot of aerodynamic drag, and its power is pretty not that great either in terms of the other race cars. Alright, there we go. Oh boy. Easy there. Easy there, boyo. Man. Alright, they're gonna be rapidly gaining on me. I'm gonna make sure that they're stuck on the outside going to this left-hand turn. Doesn't mean they may be able to dive me going into the hairpin. No, okay, we are the last of the late breakers. And it looks like the Impreza is battling with the RX-7 as well. That'll give us a little bit of leeway to really extend the gap. Alright. There we go. Full speed ahead now. Alright, we have enough of a gap. There's the finish line. Oh my word. Yeah, there we go. Extend the gap. Start the race with a good points lead. I'm almost out of water. I gotta be careful with that. Oh, and look at that money. Yeah, this is gonna be good. This is what's gonna really... This is what's really gonna let us get those funds for some fun stuff. Next race, Laguna Seca in the GT 300s. I'm good at Laguna Seca. I can do this. Alright, I'm waiting. Ha! You didn't give me that time. I was ready. Okay. Yep, you have the inside. Oh, it's so cool seeing the Emerald 2 race car. There we go, get up ahead. Oh, the Impreza. That Impreza's fast, but we are faster through the turns. If we can get within a second after the end of this lap, we might be able to catch it. Yeah, the Impreza had some issues there. Impreza locks up under braking for the corkscrew. That's good, that's good. We have a shot. Oh, a little bit wide. Oh no. Oh, they're gonna have a massive run on me down the straight. One Mississippi. Ah, 1.5. I lost out on that turn. Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go. Alright, if I can get ahead of you going into the corkscrew and then extend the gap, we'll be fighting the next lap. but I'll have advantage. Oh, okay. A little bit deeper than I wanted to. That worked, though. That worked. Oh gosh, okay. We had an issue at the corkscrew. But we're right up there with the Impreza. Alright, side by side, going across the line. Putting on a good show for the crowd. Yeah, this Silvia's better on the braking. The Silvia's lighter. We can brake later. That Impreza's got some great straight line speed, though. Really good acceleration out of this low speed corners. It's gonna be a tough race. But as long as we don't make a mistake at the corkscrew, we might be able to begin extending a gap. Oh, it's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be so tough. Alright, I gotta brake before the 3. I'm braking too late. Alright. Oh man, this is getting the blood pumping though. This is a close race. 2 laps to go. And I keep looking to the inside. I keep trying to go for a gap. Alright, don't want to be the last of the late breakers here. A little bit earlier. Yeah, we're having some issues. This is a close battle. If we can get the corkscrew right, we need to get the corkscrew right next lap. Because otherwise we're in dire straits. Oh, they're running me a little bit wide. Tuck back in behind, get the suck. Oh man. I go back to the right. Oh my word. Come on. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, okay. They are right up on me. Oh, they got a better run out of the corkscrew. There we go, but we got a better run down the hill. Second gear. Yeah, they hit the wall. Coming to the line. Holy moly. thankfully the Impreza and the RX-7 are both duking it out on the points. That allows us to extend the gap just a little bit. Nice, that's some good money. Next session. Alright, where are we racing now? Deep Forest. Alright, that's good for the aero cars. That's good for the aero cars, although the long front straight and the long back straight are gonna be real tough for us. Yeah, the Impreza might win out here, but I don't know. There isn't a whole lot of low-speed corners, so the RX-7 that's a bit lighter may be able to get something done. Oh gosh, these cars are not built for... This track is not built for these kind of cars, though. It's built for road cars. Too bumpy for race cars. Oh, the understeer. The understeer is real. There we go. So we can get a much better run out of the final corner than most of these guys. Alright, there we go. Keep it wide. Gotta be a little bit careful through here. Cars do like the bounce, which unsettles them. There we go. This is good. Just keep it up, keep it up. Big speed, full send through this corner. There we go, that allows us to extend our gap. Whoa! Gosh. Yeah, don't touch grass. Don't touch grass in this car. That's a big no-no. Alright, big push, big push, big push. Alright, 2 to go. 2 to go after this corner. Let's absolutely send it. The RX-7 and the Impreza are fighting again. We can win this one. And as long as we can come like in second or third the next two, we should be home and clear. But I want to win them all just to really, really show them exactly what this Sylvia can do. Oh gosh, twitchy, 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 twitchy. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, one more lap. My apologies if I'm a little bit quiet right now. This car does not like this track at all. It is very bumpy. And even the slightest bit of bump gets the car just a little bit squirrely. So I gotta be nice and gentle with it all. Here we go. Alright. Final couple of corners now. A lot of high downforce turns. Oh dear. I'll get it off the grass. Get it off the grass. That's not good. Oh gosh, that's really not good. Alright, Pretzel caught up a little too much. Little too close to comfort there. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh yeah, that extends the gap massively. Another first place finish. Fairly consistent laps as well. The final lap was a bit rough. There you go, give us the money. Give us the money. Alright, what's next? Next session. What is that gonna be? I didn't actually look at what all is there. Midfield raceway, okay. Midfield. Alright, that's gonna be a little bit rough on this car because of the high speed. But it is a smoother track, so we should do okay. Plus also, I like the simplicity of midfield. Alright, everyone's cutting to the left except for the MR2. MR2 is really struggling here, it looks like. Yeah, the MR2 is really struggling. Go. Get back up with the lead group. Oh dear. Nope. RX-7, why are you slamming on the brakes? You're slowing me down. Like you literally just like mid-corner, just on the brakes. I don't like that. I don't like when you do that. Alright, Sylvia versus Sylvia. Oh, side by side down the straights. Alright, let's suck back in behind. There we go, there's the Impreza. Just ahead. There we go, better through the S-curves there. There we go. Now to the high-speed left-hander. Keep it nice and tight. Or run out into the pea gravel. Or run out into the pea gravel. One or the other. Oh man, come on. Keep pushing, keep pushing. We built a little bit of a gap now. So that Impreza will rapidly catch us on the straights, so we need to really push. Alright, third gear corner. Carry as much speed as we can. Get ready for the S-curves here. Slight right, slight left. You can do it without lifting in these cars. We're braking just after the second of the light poles there. There we go. I keep messing up that corner. The car just doesn't want to turn. Trying to carry too much speed, I think. Which is fine. We can work on that. We got 2 more laps to get that right. Although we have the Impreza right back up on us. There we go. A little bit better, I think. It's hard to tell without an actual lap delta on the screen. Alright, we need to avoid messing up in the left-hander. If we get the right-hander right, the left-hander... Okay, yeah, third gear is the better way to take it. Third gear is the better way to take it. It gets the car to rotate better, even if it's at the same speed. Ooh. Wow. Alright, that got a little spicy. Just a little sizzly. Alright, final turn. Oh, not final turn. Final lap. We got this. We got this. Full speed ahead. Absolutely push it. Back again to the left. There we go. Alright, they're still there. Carried a little bit better speed out of that corner than we did. We've got this. Just a little bit more of a push. Yes! Really good lap as well. 1:08.9 on the dot. Alright, we have one more race left in the championship, and then we get to see what kind of cars we get. I'm excited. Nice, we're getting some good muns as well. On our race, where are we at? Oh, beautiful. Apricot Hill. Yes, please. Alright, I'm ready for you this time. There we go. There we go. Push. into the hairpin. Alright, now back up the hill. Ah, Apricot Hill, my beloved. One of my favorite racetracks in Gran Turismo. So good. It's just super enjoyable. Alright, easy. Easy there. Nice, there we go, there we go. No issues here, keep it that way. Nice, okay. Doing really well here. I say is we missed a breaking point into the hairpin. We got the RX-7 and we got this Impreza right back on us. Gotta be careful with that. Okay. We got this. Keep this up. Nice and easy. No mistakes. There we go, there we go. Alright. Two more laps after this lap. Gosh, if I ever become a multi-millionaire or multi-billionaire, I would love to make Apricot Hill a reality. It's just a circuit with so much flow, and it's just really fun to drive on. Like, it would be great for GT and endurance racing. Like, I really like it. And I would love to make it a real life thing. Another lap down. Final race of the championship. Let's keep this going up. Let's keep this going. To the hairpin, nice and gentle. There we go. One more. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nice and smooth through the double left-hander into the S's. This is where it really kind of melts down the tires a little bit. Oh dear. We get the high-speed left-hand turn. absolutely melts the right sides. Now we're deep on the brakes into the hairpin at the 50-meter board. Second gear. And back uphill. Most of the tough part of the track is done, but we still have the chicane that comes after a fairly tricky left-hander. And there's the finish line. Yes! Oh my word. That was a tough championship actually. I really enjoyed that. It was like, it's tough enough that like, it really, you know, you really had to like know what you were doing. But not too tough that like, it was impossible. Like it kept you on your toes. Which I like. That was good. Nice, and there's our championship funds. Nice. And there. Oh, this is good. Nice, we got the trophy for that. I want to see, though, what car we won. Ah, we won the MR2. Hey, it's kind of cool looking. I love the livery on that. That is beautiful. we got some decent cars now. Ooh. The MR2, it'll let us enter some of the mid-engine races. Alright, so that's what we're doing next. After next time we play the game. But anyway, I'm gonna be ending the stream now. It is almost 1 AM. It is late. Got a couple of late nights, but it's been really, really fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please do like, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what I'm doing poorly so I can fix it in the future. With that being said, I've been Umbras. Wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is for you, may it be a great time. And I will see you all in the next stream. Until then, bye bye!